Hi everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda, and this is Gizmo.
We have a great time. We try to have fun every single day. We tell you about the place we live, just our opinion of it. So we're asking you, please, don't take everything we say as gospel. If it's important, check it yourself. Financial matters.
That's for sure.
And insurance matters. You know, certainly don't buy a house because we like it here. You know, come down and check it out for
We
yourself.
get that all the time. It's your fault we're here. It's
Since
because of
day
you.
one, we've put a disclaimer in the video description just saying, hey, this is just our opinion.
Right.
So take that for what it's worth. But here are some of the topics that we're going to tackle this week.
Can you appreciate life here in the villages if you don't play golf?
Right, and we're going to tell you about a palm tree disaster.
How to convince your spouse to move here.
And we're going to tell you, or at least talk a little bit about the pros and cons of the village's health care. It's a big topic of debate here. Also, I want to mention my allergies, my eyes.
Yeah.
I haven't been crying.
He has been crying over me.
Well, I guess I have been crying, but it's springtime, and I am way better here for allergies in Florida than I ever was back in Indiana.
Yeah.
But for some reason lately, I'm getting a little bit. I don't know what it is. There's been a little mist of something yellow outside on the car. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's the pollen.
Some kind of
some
pollen,
plant. And you know what, though? He's been crying because it's a special day for us. Again, it's the 50th anniversary of our first date.
That's right. Today is. Did you get me anything?
No, I had no.
Sometimes we'll go to the drugstore and pick out a really lovely card, and I'll let her read it.
We did that on many anniversaries. We would go to the store, go to Walmart, we'd stand there in front of the cards, and I'd pick out a beautiful card, he'd pick out one, and we just kind of go, here's yours, and he goes, here's yours.
These cards are out of control. They're like $6, $8 for a card.
So that's why we go to Dollar Tree here now. Oh my gosh, 50-cent cards. That's the way to go, people.
That's right. And you want to see a disappointed person? The guy that gets in line at the cashier and realizes that he's at Dollar General and he's not at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, that's, that's true. But the Dollar Tree now is like $1.25.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Anyway.
But we're going to also talk about who watches our channel from all over the world.
Yeah, they say actually more men than women watch. Really? That's pretty cool.
All that and more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
We hope everybody enjoyed our live broadcast last Monday. Now, we've only done that once for Mailbag Monday.
Yes.
And it was fun and it was good and we made it through.
You know, people, I was so scared. I thought I'd make so many bloopers and be so scared. And, you know, it worked. It was okay.
Yeah. You know, you either wear glasses or you don't. And those little bitty names and things come across that screen. It's hard to read. Our buddy Mike came over and he was feeding us some of the comments and questions so that we would know who was talking to us. But it went well. Thank you for watching. If you missed that broadcast, because apparently it doesn't show up the same way as all of our other broadcasts,
dear.
Just look it up. That's Mailbag Monday from 2:20, and we had a good time with it. Went on a plane ride recently. A buddy of mine, Al, took Mike and myself on a ride. We flew from Leesburg over to Cape Canaveral. We wanted to see the launch center, and we did that until they said, "Get out of the airspace. Get out of our airspace." And so we took a left and we headed up the coast and we flew over all the sunbathers on the beach and all the way up to St. Augustine where we had lunch.
That was fun, man. Exciting day for you.
Yeah, you didn't go.
I know, but it was fun for you to be gone. No, that's not very nice.
But we had a good time, and you're seeing some shots from that. We're going to do it again real soon. We're going on a little boating outing, and we're going to get in it and fly up to Destin. And we're going to take a pontoon boat out and swim with the fishes.
Destin is a beautiful city. Oh, my goodness. We love Destin.
We came that close to living in Destin. We went to Destin and Pensacola and Fort Walton Beach and Navarre. And we looked at condos. This was back before we bought this house.
Right.
We thought they were too expensive. They were like $375,000.
Little did we know.
we passed on it because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
The hurricane came through about that time, and it was terrible.
I think we made a good choice, Jerry.
Yeah, I think so too. Upcoming entertainment, what do you got?
Well, we do. March 2nd through the 4th at the Savannah Center is Man of La Mancha. So that's an awesome play. I remember seeing that's a classic.
Yeah, I can sing some of those.
Go ahead, Jerry. And then Motown with a Twist is going to be at the Sharon. And that will be March 6th.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I love that Motown. Did y'all see that interview we did with Evolution Motown?
Yes.
That was really good. I could listen to those guys all day long.
I do love Motown.
And a major Hollywood star is coming, Bernadette Peters.
Yes.
She's going to be here April 1st. And if you want to see that, we have a special discount just for our viewers. And if you will go to the website and buy your ticket, you can put promo code NEW2023. That's us.
Hold that up again. Hold that real slow. I'm sorry. Please. Yes.
Sometimes I even put little graphics up there for the people to see on the video.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, here's a picture of a wild animal here in the Villages. Check it out. Ashley Smith sent this in. Ashley's from England. He might even be in England right now. He comes back and forth. He's got a house down. I don't even know where it is, but it's a beautiful house on a lake down in the new area somewhere.
Yes,
I love to hear Ashley talk.
I do too.
In fact, we have our Alexa set to talk like Ashley.
Don't say Alexa, she'll start talking to you.
First question of the day. This is from Frank and Jean. This kind of sounds like Frank and Beans.
Frank and Beans.
Yeah.
Frank and Jean.
Frank and Jean ask, how much is yard maintenance? In Ohio, we pay $70 a week to have our grass cut April through November. Okay, April through November. April, May, June, July. Okay. You're spending about $1,700 a year on grass cutting and trimming. Here in the Villages, we spend $720. So we spend about $1,000 less than you.
We got a small yard too.
Our yard's only this big. It's the postage stamp yard.
Right.
And that's one of the benefits of living here. Back in Indiana, we had over an acre. And we did have a lawn service eventually when she got too lazy to cut the grass. I'm just kidding.
I did cut the grass.
Once in a while. But much more expensive.
Yeah.
But there, we didn't have to trim palm trees, did we?
No, we didn't do any of that edging stuff.
Back in Indiana, I used to cut my own trees down. Get my chainsaw out there, my Husqvarna or my steel. And
we live in a wooded lot. I don't know how many trees we cut down on that lot.
I tell you what, I held my breath so many times. I'd hook my Jeep up with a rope and try to pull it away from the house so the tree would fall the other way. I'll bet I cut down 50 trees.
I think you did.
And then you cut them up, and then you have to haul it away, and it was a big hassle. But here you pay people to do that. You know, it's one of the things. And people say, you rich people, you pay people to do your things. I cut my own grass. Okay, good for you. You know, I'm sure you get some exercise and it's fun, but we saved for that, you know. And I don't want to be sharpening blades and climbing ladders to trim trees. You know, we pay somebody to do that.
Yeah.
But we save about $1,000 a year on grass cutting, but we pay more for tree trimming. And here we treat for bugs. We didn't pay anybody to do that back home. Every once in a while I'd buy some DDT or something. And don't do that. Don't do that. And spray the outside of my house, you know, and her house too. I would do both.
I live there.
And so we did that. It's a little more of an expense down here when you consider the whole package of bugs, fertilizer, termite treatment, all that stuff.
Yard upkeep.
And that's a big decision, termite treatment.
Yeah.
Because we live in a block house. It's concrete. But still,
they can get in.
They tell you that, well, they'll get into your rafters or into your walls. And we have heard of it happening, but it doesn't happen very often.
This question is from Thomas Gilchrist. I noticed many of the palm trees were not trimmed and had hanging fronds. I'm wondering why this is, and don't you consider it dangerous? Just the other day, a policeman was knocked off his motorcycle and killed by a falling frond in Pembroke Pines. Oh, wow. My gosh.
That's from Thomas Gilchrist, and Thomas is a little bit of a comedian because he sent us this picture, which is funny. It's not funny, of course, that anybody would be killed. These things fall hard when they come down. You can see the pictures that we've shown you of these Washingtonians like we have. We're actually thinking about getting rid of those trees, even though they're big and beautiful. They develop this skirt that constantly needs attention, or not. Many people say just leave them and it's a natural Florida thing.
Yeah, so right now we are not getting it trimmed, so it's been that way for a year, and we have a lot of brown around it. And I've noticed lately there's like 2 people that are putting little tags in our door. Would you like your trees trimmed? Would you like your trees trimmed?
They do drive around and do that. We have a no solicitation policy here, but it's not enforceable because our streets are county streets.
Yes.
So people do come in, not often, like we talked about.
But we're still considering about those trees. They're beautiful. They're tall. It's going to be a major deal.
We're mulling it over. We'd have to get something to go there. Our house would look so bare without them.
It will.
Here's one from Brian in Westerville, Ohio. I can't convince my wife to move to Florida. She only seems to focus on the negative. The heat, the bugs, etc. I've tried showing her your videos as well as other YouTube videos.
What?
Other YouTube videos? What are you talking about?
What's up with that?
To no avail. Any suggestion on how I can convince her this would be a great move? What we always tell people, bring her on a lifestyle visit.
Absolutely. That's what you have to do to see if
we didn't know anything about the villages. We came on a lifestyle visit. It blew us away. You have to be ready, though. It's like giving somebody an ultimatum. You have to be ready for the decision.
Yeah.
And, her decision very well may be to buy a house and move down here and spend all your money. But a lifestyle visit's the way to go.
Yeah. This is from Sherry in Michigan. Linda, do you find yourself changing outfits several times a day? I just can't imagine being in that hot weather in the same clothes all day long. Oh, Sherry, yes, I change my clothes twice a day because in the morning I walk or else I go to water aerobics. So I'm doing something like changing into a bathing suit, then changing out of it, taking a shower after I come back from the pool. If I walk, I am very sweaty. So yes, I will change my clothes, and I may take 2 showers in a day.
Well, we told you that our viewers are from everywhere. Terry in Wales wrote, your show is becoming so popular. Do you have many international viewers? Do people from other countries come to live in the villages? Terry, when you sent that, I decided to look on the information that YouTube sends us about who our viewers are. And we found out that by far, most of our viewers come from the United States. But second place, with an amazing amount of views, is Canada, followed by Great Britain and Australia. But also, Germany is close behind, as is Korea, the Philippines.
Oh.
It's amazing. We're really reaching out.
We are.
It's a miracle that our signal can go out to so many places, and it's wonderful, really.
The top cities you found out, too, was the villages in Orlando and New York City. Yeah.
That's why we're getting a lot of New Yorkers moving down here. We've got a lot of friends from New York.
We do. This is from Dennis and Karen in Delaware. Our concern is that we have never heard anything about cats being in the villages. Does the villages allow cats in the villages? Chickenhead is nervous and concerned about this because if wife and I decide to go to the villages, Chickenhead thinks we're going to leave her behind. Would love to hear from you about this. Chickenhead, what a neat name.
Well, he calls Karen the wife.
The wife, and it has a chickenhead.
The wife.
The wife.
Chickenhead. Yeah, there are cats here.
There are cats, yes.
We don't see many free-range cats, though. You keep them in your house. I mean, look, hardly a day goes by that I don't either see a big hawk fly through into our yard and perch here looking to kill something, or the shadow of one. You know, so they're here and they would come down and grab a cat probably.
Yeah, they could. You know, I will see evidence of cats. They'll be in the lanais. I've seen people walking during my daily walk. I would see a cat peeking out in somebody's lanai, just trying to sit in the sunshine. So there are cats here. Yes.
Yeah, there's one right over there. He's our neighbor.
Yeah, neighbor has a big one. But there's no cat park.
There is no cat park. Kathy B. in the 603 Merrimack, New Hampshire writes, can you please give us some pros and cons of the village's health? If you need to see a specialist, are they local or do you need to drive to Ocala or Orlando? My husband and I always enjoy Mailbag Monday. Okay. That is, like I said, one of the biggest topics of discussion, period, in the villages. And it's one that you should do your research on without any help from us, really, before you get here. If you remember when Linda came,
2019.
5 or 6 months after we got here, she had a stroke. I had no idea where to take her. I didn't know where the ER was. I didn't know where the hospital was. I didn't know which hospitals took our insurance. So that's the big issue. Which doctors and primary care physicians here will take your insurance? That's something you have to verify, and it is not easy to verify.
No. Yeah, you need to do your homework on that for sure. Before you come here, before you move, get online and start checking out doctors and recommendations for sure.
We had a primary care doctor that was right here in the villages, and he's a great doctor. But we had a language barrier because he spoke 2 languages, which I don't. So my hat's off to him, but I couldn't understand him. His accent was so thick. Very difficult. And so we eventually had to go to another provider because neither one of us could understand him. And they would call us and we couldn't understand them on the phone. So we ended up finding another provider in Leesburg. So we've left the villages for that. But a lot of people have doctors in the villages and they're very happy. Many people go to Wildwood or Leesburg. You know, it doesn't have to be right in the villages. You know, that is not, there's not really a bubble. You can drive right out. You can drive right back in. There's plenty of good health care. She got great health care with her situation. We took her to a hospital in Inverness, which is about a half-hour drive. Citrus Memorial, they did heart surgery on her and took care of her stroke. I don't think you're going to have any trouble. Nextdoor is a good resource. You have to kind of take all of the Nextdoor in and then make a decision because you'll get haters and lovers. And
you can't use Nextdoor unless you're living here with that.
That's right.
You have to have an proven address to live here, to be on that Nextdoor neighborhood.
Yeah, talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, see if you can get a good referral.
Right.
We have since referred our new doctor to a few people, and they've gone down, and they really like her. More.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some people like that I look at you adoringly. Okay, your shirt is kind of all wrinkled up. Mine is too, probably.
Wrinkle. Yeah. Oh, Linda. What? Come on. What would this be?
I have no idea.
1973. God, you don't get it. You don't get it. But you're glad that you're... Me. Huh?
I get it.
Huh?
I'll do that again.
All right.
I think I should sit on another pillow.
More.
What? Happy anniversary, sweetheart.
Oh.
This next question is from Faith. My husband and I are not golfers. We've never played and not sure we are interested in learning. It seems to me that golf plays a large part in the village's community. Do you think it's possible to appreciate retirement life in the villages and not be golfers? I'm interested in hearing your opinion on this. Well, it is a huge community of golfers and a huge community that has many golf courses. But that's for those great golfers and those people that want to learn to golf. There's many opportunities to learn. I didn't think I would ever want to play golf and didn't have the desire, but I thought, well, the opportunity's there, give it a shot. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't play enough. We used to play like 2 to 3 times a week. Now it's a little...
I hate it. I hate it myself.
He's struggling right this moment, but...
I played over 250 times the second year we were here. Played a lot.
That year.
I was hitting it good. I felt good about it. Yesterday, for example, I played. And one of our viewers, Michael McNulty and Laurie, sent me some golf balls. And I went out and used them.
So nice.
I didn't lose any, Michael, until the last tee shot.
Uh-oh.
And I hit a driver, and I smoked it. I hit it so good. It went a little bit left, and it happened to hit a street. And I'm telling you what, it may be the Guinness longest drive of all time because I think it went probably a half a mile or more. But that's what I hate about it. You can play good for so long and then bang, the wheels come off. I had a buddy in yesterday's round. That was really funny.
Yeah.
He hit his ball and they had drained a pond at the golf course and his ball rolled out there. And I told him, I said, I think it's pretty solid. You can probably go out there. Anyway, he sunk down to his calves in this muck. It was like quicksand.
He's very convincing. Yes, you can walk on the water. Yes.
I couldn't get my camera out in time, daggone it. But he was flailing out there, and it was really...
mud up to his calf.
It made it worth the whole day of golfing, you know. It was good.
He came home giggling, and it was pretty funny. But there are other things to do beside golf. If you don't do golf, there are so many activities and so many clubs to join. And it's plethora, is that a good word, of things to do here in the villages.
When we came here, I did not really intend on playing much golf. I knew it was free, and I played.
Yeah.
But I got into it and played a whole bunch. And I will again after I get out of this terrible streak that I'm going through right now. This is from Jim. He is from Racine, Wisconsin. The Villages has no indoor pools. Isn't that a bit odd for a community as big as the Villages? I don't know if you talked about this before, but what's the reasoning behind this? It even gets cold in the winter sometimes down by you. I know the pools are heated, but still.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, you are right. Indoor pools would be very popular down here. But think about it. Let's say, for example, that they built this big, magnificent indoor pool. It would cost millions of dollars, wouldn't it? And pools only hold X number of people. That would fill up like that. And there'd be a lot of disappointed people that couldn't come in and swim. So I think the demand would be far greater than the supply, even if they did that. I don't swim in December and January, but I noticed that it's February and people are out there big time.
There were 20 carts at our adult pool in our neighborhood the other day, and I thought, oh my gosh, there's probably no room to swim in that pool. But yes, I thought the same thing when I came here. I thought, why aren't there any indoor pools? It would be wonderful for older people to go into the pool and swim during the winter and get those muscles going and bones and whatever. But thing is, like you said, it'd be so crowded. You'd have to have one in every, maybe more than one indoor pool, 10, 15 of them. That's a thought. Let's do 10 different places to have indoor pools. I like that idea, Jerry. You know?
Right. But guess what? Your amenity fee just went up to $320.
That's true. That's true.
How would that go over? How would that go over? How would that do?
That would not go over.
We got a sleepyhead back here. Come on, boy.
Oh.
Come on, boy. You can sleep all day. I'll even take a nap with you later. How's that?
All right. This is from Rich and Linda. My fellow Linda. What are some things that we must do? Any recommendations would be wonderful. For example, restaurants to try, places to visit, etc. We're looking forward to getting out of dreary upstate New York for a while. Maybe we'll see you when we get there. And I'm sure they're talking about lifestyle visits. So definitely restaurants. I would definitely go to the town squares. I would visit the rec centers. Any other thoughts?
Now, we get that question several times a week.
Yes.
And usually in the form of an email where people want us to write down an itinerary for them. I just can't do it. It depends on what you want to do. But the main thing I say, get in that golf cart. They're going to give you a golf cart for the lifestyle.
Right.
Get in it and go, go, go. Check out the town squares. Look in a bunch of different neighborhoods. See which place feels good to you.
Yeah.
But you're only here a short time. You're having fun. You're in your little hot rod golf cart.
Well, that's it. You're from New York. This is an experience of a lifetime to be in a golf cart in a community where you can go wherever you want to go. Well, there are restrictions, but let me tell you, that is so much fun. We giggled so much that first week we were here in our golf cart. Like, are you kidding? This is so much fun.
Just watch out for those signs that say no golf carts past this point.
Yes. Yep. I did. Cross wrong road. Anyway.
We want to recognize those folks that were so kind and sent us a super thanks last week.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated. And to, like I said earlier, Michael and Laurie McNulty sent those golf balls and a few goodies for us, and very, very nice. It's time for good versus bad, or as we're thinking about changing the name, nice versus nasty. And Wally sent us a new theme song. Let us know what you think about it. Alex Bloss wrote, "The Villages is so special because of the people. Nowhere on this planet are there so many loving, caring neighbors, no matter what village you live in. I love doing acts of kindness daily for people I don't know, but quickly become my new family. I feel so loved since I moved here."
Oh, Alex, that is awesome.
With that kind of attitude, Alex, how can you not?
Yes.
You know, you're a positive person, and you're the kind of person we love to interact with. So thank you. How about a bad one?
This is from Jenny. Okay, Jenny.
There are two of these. We're going to clump them together.
Okay. Even if it were totally free, there is no way I would live in the villages. Horrible, regulated, crowded, and snakes in the yard. I will stay in Minnesota. Thank you.
And Tom writes to add, "I wouldn't live in the villages if I had all the money in the world. But I'm going to take time out of my day to sit down and write you that message."
Yes.
I have never, ever in my life written a message like that. Have you?
No. No.
Oh, well.
No.
There's some unhappy people out there.
Unhappy?
Yeah.
You know, there's snakes everywhere, not just the villages. I got to tell you.
Time for our Viewer of the Week. Viewers of the Week today are Patrick and Kathy O'Neill of St. Catherine. They are very frequent commenters and viewers, and Patrick has this crazy sense of humor, which we like. And we wanted to thank them for watching, and congratulations, you are the Viewers of the Week.
Now it's time for shout-outs.
We met Lisa and Phil in what they called it, the car park up at Lake Sumter Landing. We were leaving something, I forget what.
Yeah.
And they zoomed up and they had seen us on the street, and they followed us to a parking lot, and they said, "Hello." But they're from England, and they have the most amazing accent. We told you earlier, we love that accent. And they live in the village of Rio Grande. And I just love to hear them talk. Like I said, they're super nice folks. And they actually gave us some really cool socks a while back. They sent them to us. And, and we thank them, and we're glad to know them.
Here's a picture of another Linda. In this photo, she's out in Los Angeles with her grandson, Drew, spotting airplanes. That looks like fun.
Plane spotting.
Well, she's plane spotting.
She's plane spotting.
She's spotting the planes.
That's what I did down at Maho Beach. I was plane spotting. That's fun.
Right.
Yeah. And here's Mike and Sherry. They're by the big sign at the sales center. They say it's all our fault as they've moved into their beautiful home in the village of Richmond. Welcome and congratulations to you both.
Jeanette lives down in Hammock at Finney. I bumped into her recently at Bargains and Blessings.
Yeah, tell me about it. Here's Raleigh and Evie in a picture. And they're with you at Bargains and Blessings.
They're from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Now this is Mike and Lori from New Jersey. They're thinking about moving to the Villages, but say it probably won't be for a couple of years.
Ben and Heather are coming to the Villages. They're bringing their granddaughter Olivia, who says she wants to meet us. They plan on buying a home here. Olivia's lucky, though. Whose grandparents take them to Paris to see the Eiffel Tower?
Woo!
Pretty
How nice.
amazing.
That's pretty amazing.
We have, how many grandkids do we have now?
6.
6 and 1 on the way, so we have 7. Gosh, that'd be a lot of trips to, we have to take one to the Eiffel Tower, we have to take one to Stonehenge.
Oh, man.
One to the Colosseum in Rome.
Let's go.
One to the pyramids.
Let's go.
Where else we're going? We'll take one to Mount McKinley in Alaska.
Sure.
Got to take one to Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
I'm running out. The Great Wall of China.
Is that there?
Anyway, that was nice.
This is Adam and Sue Nelson. They bought a new home in St. Catherine. They said it only took them 2 weeks to get the job done.
Welcome, pilgrims. Oh, did I tell you? They're from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Oh, I get it.
This is Darren and Mark Peacock. They're loyal viewers, and they sent us this awesome picture of them wearing their Jerry and Linda t-shirts. We love that when you hold your camera in landscape mode and take a nice shot of yourselves in your Jerry and Linda t-shirts. By the way, we'll have a link to that new company that's selling them in the video description.
Oh, we also have a little mug now that's well, it's back here behind Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool. One of those tumblers. Those are cool.
Jose and Linda, another Linda.
Oh, boy. We're going to overcome.
They just bought their second Villages home. You can see the picture, number 1. And their picture as they bought number 2.
Wow.
The first one was in Citrus Grove, and now they live in DeLuna. And this one has a 3-car garage, and I'm jealous.
You are jealous. I know. You shouldn't be envious, Jerry.
I know. Hey, buddy, can I wake you up for just a minute? Come on up here.
Sleepyhead today.
Why are you so sleepy? You know, I heard you barking early this morning. Was there a groundhog or something out there?
I don't know.
But anyway, it's time for your segment. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. It's been a while. First, Mom and Dad went on a cruise, and then last week, they did a live show. So I haven't been with you for a while. You know, this past week, I went to a party for my best friend Sammy. Birthday party. And I went with a pony and a pig and a kitty cat. And when it was time to sing happy birthday, the pony couldn't sing. 'Cause he was a little hoarse. Breaking news. Engineers recently developed a car that can run on parsley. It's true. And now I heard they're working on one that will run on time. Get it? Parsley, time. A ham sandwich walked into a bar, and he ordered a beer. And the bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." Oh boy. Well, listen, thanks. It's good to be back. And if you have any jokes for me, you can send them to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com. I'll see you next week.
Nice job, pal. You know, last week we gave you the week off, and you made up for it this week. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. If you have questions for us or jokes for Gizzy, you can send them to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com.
If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook.
We're going to give you a link now to one of our best videos. It's one where we took a ride up north. Some of you have been asking, can you afford a home in the Villages? And this is where some of the more affordable homes are. I've got the link right there. Just click on that after this video and you'll be able to watch it.
Until next time.
See you when you get here.